Now, in the heart of your reading, you have Judgment. This means, excuse me, that means that you have either the problem is your hmm the problem is that something is coming back around again, or you're reliving a situation. Um, there's a second chance I missed. Okay, I'm just gonna read you the. I'm just gonna say the meanings of the cards. Phoenix rising from the ashes, um, renewal, second chance. So something's coming back up again, and it's in regards to the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a solid new beginning, a stable new beginning, a new beginning with a foundation, a solid foundation. So you could be having a situation come back up, but it's involving a stable beginning. And the foundation, you have the Emperor, which basically means that someone that's as a boss figure, someone that's a father figure as well, but someone that's very stubborn, stuck in their own ways. So you guys could be very stubborn at the moment, or some you could be dealing with someone that's acting very stubborn. Also, someone that has control. Also, this is a card for Aries, so this could be you guys could be dealing with an Aries. Um, let's see. In your present, you have the Chariot, so things are moving pretty fast at the moment. Um, you could be you could be also you could have a victory, or you guys have balance in your life, so you have this momentum to go fast. But in the future, it speaks of stress, depression, sleepless nights. The Nine of Swords um, means that you guys are stressed of some sort, for some sort of reason. We're going to clarify everything soon. Um, but it's also unnecessary worry too. The Nine of Swords, so it's unnecessary worries as well. So you might be unnecessarily worrying about something. We'll see. In your crowning energy, you have the Two of Wands. So this is figuring out which way to go. You have to make a decision, guys, in order to get what you want. So you're stuck at a crossroads right now. As you see, the guy's arm is tied with one, and the other with one stick, and then the other one, he's got his ankle tied. So both wands are pretty much tying this guy, and they're both because he likes both options, but he just doesn't know which way to go. You guys got to figure out exactly which way you want to go. Which way you want to go? Where do you want to go? What path are you guys going to take? That isn't your crowning energy. In your feelings, you have the Queen of Wands. So you feel confident, passionate, creative. This is feeling like yourselves. And that's a good card to get in your feelings. You feel like yourselves, which is awesome. However, in your outside factors, you have the Five of Cups. So this is regret of missed opportunities. So perhaps there's some missed opportunities in your environment at the moment, or you have some regret. Maybe you're even appreciating what you have at the moment, but in not facing or not acknowledging the stuff that you've missed out on, or the regret that you've had. And in your hopes and fears, you have strength. So you hope to have strength to get you through whatever you're going through right now. We're going to clarify that just to be sure. But this is inner strength. This is using your inner strength to get you through something, and you hope you have that. Everybody has that, guys. You guys definitely have it. And in your outcome, we have the Eight of Swords. So this is being stuck in your thoughts, feeling trapped in your thoughts. So a lot of things are going to be coming in your head and clouding you up. Or actually, this is the summary of the reading. So this is what it's like for you right now. You're kind of trapped in your own head. Let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers so we can better understand the reading. Let's clarify Judgment. Sorry, my throat is so messed up, guys. I don't know what's going on. clarify the judgment, it's the Six of Pentacles. So this is a situation. It's a situation that's coming back up that has no balance, or it has something to do with give and take, and it's coming back up again. So something that you guys didn't deal with as far as keeping the balance, having a good balance, give and take. Maybe you weren't receiving as much as you were giving, or vice versa. So definitely something regarding that. Let's see, what is this Ace of Pentacles? Whoa. Try this again. Whoa. Shuffling these cards are hard. At least right now. They're being difficult to me. Like they want to fly all over the place and not give me a straight answer. Ace of Pentacles. What is the Ace of Pentacles? Aha. So, an ending of a cycle. A successful ending to a cycle. That's interesting. So, because of a successful ending to one cycle, you have this new beginning. But the problem is this return of dealing with something that has balance issues. So maybe in order to get to that solid new beginning, you have to really fully complete that cycle. That's what it looks like to me. So demand that give and take balance. Make sure you're giving as much as you're receiving. Make that balance happen, y'all. So so that way you can get to the new beginning. Any new beginning is exciting. So something to do with balance, y'all. Clarify the Emperor, please. Clarify the Emperor information. The Nine of Pentacles. So this is about self-abundance. This is about abundance. Feeling lonely. This can be feeling lonely, and but this is about independence and abundance. So this is maybe you guys are being more stern about how you make money, or stickler about the money that you have. Maybe you guys are being tight, as far as saving money at the moment, or it could be you guys feeling more independent, or this is about your independence. Or because you feel more independent, you have more control, and that's your foundation. What's the Chariot in the present? 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 What is the Chariot in the present? What's the Chariot in the present? The Five of Swords. So definitely, okay, so the Chariot is also the victory card as well. So when you have that, and you have this, it's probably telling me that you guys had a victory, but it's not emotionally fulfilling. Like it doesn't have that feeling of victory, So you guys are dealing with some sort of victory at the moment, but you guys don't really feel very victorious in it. Oh, guys. It's like one of those you might as well have lost cards. Because it's just, there's nothing to that win. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. What is the Nine of Swords in the future? Please clarify the Nine of Swords in the future. Please clarify the Nine of Swords in the future. Please clarify the Nine of Swords in the future. Nine of Swords in the future, Nine of Swords in the future. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups. So a wish Maybe you guys are worried about some wishes, a wish that you have. Or depressed in regards to a wish. And it could be unnecessary worry about necessary worry, like I said, about a wish that you have. Like it very well it can come true. Don't totally discard it yet. But it's a Two of Wands in the crowning energy. You're not dealing with the decision making, guys. This is a Seven of Swords. I don't know about lying. You could be lying to yourself about which way you want to go, about which direction you want to take. But I think it's possibly not dealing with the decisions that you have to make. Seven of Swords is about, deception and lies and deceit. But it's also not dealing with something. It's sneaking away from a situation. So, I mean, for you guys could probably not wanting to deal with it. And because you have to deal with it, it's coming up as what you have to do to get some happiness. To get to that Ace of Pentacles. Don't worry about what your wish is. It's okay. What your wish is, anyone can manifest. Okay? And you don't have to be stressed out about it. The Queen of Wands, to clarify, is the Fool. The Fool here speaks of a new beginning. And you feel like yourself. You're like a new version of yourself. A one that's willing to trust and take leaps of faith. So you guys are open. That's what it feels like to me. You guys are feeling like a new Sagittarius. Ready to walk life. That's awesome. But what is the Five of Cups doing in your outside factors? What is the Five of Cups doing in your outside factors? Five of Cups and the Star. So this speaks of a community and friendships, and also the star represents hope and healing and manifesting. So maybe you're seen as someone manifesting in a community, or or maybe you feel like you missed an opportunity as far as a friendship, and you're healing from that. That's what it looks like from the outside. So in the inside, you feel like yourself, like you're starting a new beginning, but in the outside, what's external in your environment, it's regret, friendship, community, groups, and healing and hope. Oh man. Okay. Let me clarify one more card for the Nine of Swords. Why are you worried about your wish coming true in the future? I mean, anybody could be worried about that. What's up? Actually, I want to put one more card for the Chariot as well. So, Nine of Swords, 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 Nine of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. So, frustration. So, you're frustrated about seeing the rewards of your labor. Because, I mean, the person's just working and working and working, and they're waiting on the rewards. That could be frustrating, guys. But this is about waiting for the rewards after all the work you did. So maybe you're worried about it not being exactly how you think it is, or maybe what you're wishing for is. I'm trying to think. Maybe what you're hoping for is exactly what you feel like you deserve after everything that you've been through. That can totally make sense. After all that hard work, you hope that the wish that you had, that reward, is worth it. about the Chariot? What does this Chariot speak of? What victory do they have in its present? What victory? This is the Five of Swords. What is this victory in the present right now? The Nine of sorry, excuse me. The Hermit is in your present to clarify the victory. So maybe you feel like you've gotten your answers, or like this is the learning card too. This is about going off on your own, if you know, within finding the answers within yourself. It's a spiritual card, so maybe you feel like you've completed something spiritually, but it wasn't exactly like fun. It wasn't this victory is something that lacked an emotional fulfillment because it was probably something you had to deal with, or maybe this is going off on your own. Or you had to go off on your own to get the victory. Or this was something that you had to change within yourself to get that victory, and it's not emotionally fulfilling. It's interesting. Strength. Let's go ahead and clarify strength, your hope and fears. What is strength? What is strength? Oof. You need strength for dealing with stress. I get you guys. I hear you. I hear you guys. Alrighty. And your outcome. This is the summary of the reading. Please clarify the summary of the reading. So you guys are stuck in your own head because you are trying to keep everything balanced. Moderation in all things. Temperance is that's what it means. Temperance is about moderating in all things, keeping the balance. And then new love. So you have new love on the you have to deal with, or no emotional growth for those that don't have anybody in their lives right now. And then keeping things balanced. Making sure you give everything time and attention. It's also divine timing. So it could be that love is on its way to you, and it's just kind of like you're kind of overthinking it, maybe. And you kind of feel stuck because you don't know where it is, and you don't know if maybe you're trying to figure out which way to go as far as that goes. Or it just means you have to moderate the things in your life, and you have new love. So that's why you're kind of feeling like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff going on. I feel stuck. This is what's going on. All right, let me go ahead and pull some romance angels. But in the underlying, in the bottom of the deck here for the clarifiers, you have the Ace of Pentacles, guys. That's a new beginning. This is based off of a new beginning. Wow. So this new beginning that's coming back around in regards to balance. So this basically, it's another balance game. So you have to work on give and take of some sort. Your partner has to work on give and take. You have to be ready to enforce the give and take. I mean, not enforce it, but you have to be stubborn about what's going on. You can't just be straight up selfish. And neither should you be codependent. You shouldn't give somebody everything and they give you nothing. So it's gotta have some balance in your new beginning, guys. And the foundation, you have stubbornness and independence. So perhaps maybe you were working off of feeling independent and being on your own for a while, and this is kind of what you're having to work out. Ooh. Got two romance angels going out. So maybe this is differently. It's working off of always kind of being on your own, being independent, and working off of what you wanted and rather what someone else wanted, or vice versa. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that's been alone for a lot of the time, and they're kind of stubborn and they don't really see that other people's opinions and stuff matter. Or you have to be a provider to somebody that used to be very independent. You have to give of yourself give of yourself after you've been independent for so long. You've kind of been worried about yourself, and vice versa with someone else that you're dealing with. Now in the present, you have the Chariot, so things are moving fast, and you have momentum and balance. But this is based off of a victory of being independent, so an empty victory. So you're finding that being maybe because you've been independent and you've had so many, unfulfilling victories, or you've been feeling, or the Five of Swords is also the selfish card, kind of thinking about yourself. You're trying to get balance in your life. You're trying to balance your head and heart. So what you want and what your partner needs. Maybe. Or you could have gone let me see. It could mean, because there's a lot of meanings to these guys. There's a lot of things that it can mean. Like, it can mean that you had the Chariot is an empty victory based off you being independent for so long. So maybe you're getting momentum, but you're isolated. Or you've been isolated for so long that it's kind of hard for you to feel this victory that you have at the moment. In your future, though, you're stressed out, based off of a wish that you're working towards rewards. So you were manifesting, and you were working hard towards those rewards, and you're worried about them. Or maybe everything that you put into the relationship, you're worried about how it's going to turn out, possibly. Hence the strength in your hopes and fears. But you have to make a decision that you don't want to deal with, and it could be what you want, and like taking the initiative and saying, "Hey, I need this partner. Can you do that for me? I can give you this. We need to work together as a team." But you just don't know if you want to deal with that conflict, maybe. Because the Seven of Swords is avoiding. It's avoidance. It's not dealing with something. So maybe you don't want to acknowledge the decision that you have to make in regards to this relationship. Interesting. In your feelings, you have the Queen of Wands, but you feel like yourself, but based off the new beginning that you've had, you feel like more of yourself. You feel like yourself. You feel passionate in regards to this new beginning. But in your environment, though, you feel like you have regret. Perhaps you hope to rekindle some sort of friendship and heal from it, or reconnect in a friendly manner, and get some of that healing in. In your hopes and fears, again, you're wanting inner strength because you're stressed out. You want to be able to push through whatever you guys are going through. And just to summarize the whole reading, you're kind of stuck in your head because you have to keep things going. You have to balance everything out. You have moderation in all things, and then you have new love on top of that. So it's a lot going on. All right, so for your romance angels, you have worth waiting for and religious factors. Remember, I said too that the Temperance is divine timing, so it can mean that love is on its way, and you're possibly worried about it as well, or you just feel stuck in thoughts about maybe making this decision. But it says divine timing is at work in your love life. And religious factor says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. It's really interesting. And religious factors could speak of age difference as well, guys. It could speak of age difference. It could also speak of religious differences in the relationship. with this person, whoever this is that you're in a relationship with, they are definitely worth waiting for. If you guys aren't in a relationship with it, this is something regarding yourselves and balancing yourselves out. Alright, let's pull a... Ooh, you guys got 2 cards for the Wisdom Oracle as well. So you guys have Orphaned and the Fated. We're going to go ahead and read both of those for you guys. Okay? And that's 5 and 17. I'm going to read the relationship message. As you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from the relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs. So you feel left out, unable to get to the intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit allows you and loves you and will steer you into the direction of those who could accept you as you are, without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. That's Orphaned, guys. Jeez. So again, it's kind of speaking of, making sure you guys get what you deserve. Making sure you guys get that balance. It's you guys deserve love and happiness just as much as the other person that you guys are with. 17. The fates. The essential meanings. Fate. Karma. Acceptance that there are things you can't change, and knowing what those things are. Another relationship message. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid the discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of Spirit? Now is the time to accept that you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, Spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated and you are meant to evolve in a better version of yourself as a result of it.